Due to advancements in science, technology, and sports performance, players in the game of baseball are rapidly getting bigger, faster, and stronger. Then why, with technology readily available, are hitting coaches still using the same antiquated hitting drills that have been passed down for the last 50 years? In 2011, elite baseball training began using 3D technology regularly with our hitters. The system allowed us to reveal that every mechanical flaw could be traced back to a breakdown in the kinematic sequence of the swing. From this, we were able to develop a hitting plan that would maximize the hitter's ability to achieve the major league sequence. We call it sequential training, and we put it all together in a 12-week, easy-to-understand video course that's now streaming online. Baseball is a very traditional sport, and most hitting coaches have been taught the way they were taught, and that means that baseball instruction's been passed down the same way for at times 50 years. And we're not satisfied with that. With the use of technology that we have at our fingertips, there's no excuse to not be able to embrace that to make hitters better faster. It's not to say you can't get better with traditional drills. We just feel like there's many of them that hold hitters back from becoming the best hitter they can be. The sequential hitting plan started like this. We started doing 3D technology at the turn of the year, and from that we learned a lot about how the swing sequence actually works. Because of the technology we have available to us, we're able to speed up the learning process of hitters by making sure they have the most up-to-date, correct information. We use progressive drills that teach the sequential swing pattern. We found from our 3D analysis that many traditional hitting drills actually prevent the correct sequence, thus being more detrimental to hitters rather than beneficial. Each of the 10 approximately 30-minute videos cover a specific phase of hitting. In every video, we do a mechanical discussion of that week's phase, followed by demonstration of the sequential drills. We use professional video analysis to reinforce our teaching points, and we even show you what equipment we use as well as the checkpoints to do digital motion analysis on your own hitters. The first 6 weeks will break down mechanics. We'll teach you how to become a high-level sequenced hitter versus most amateur players who are momentum hitters. We'll teach you how true torque is created with a backside resistance rather than front-side stretch. We will cure the problem of an early front-side pull-off with a scapular load. We'll clarify the short swing for you and why misunderstanding the concept causes hitters to push the bat rather than creating whip. We'll explain how to create early bat speed instead of late bat speed out in front, and how this leads to a late committal to the ball versus an early committal. And finally, we'll show you how to create a high-level swing using sequential overlap. But successful hitting isn't just about mechanics. This dynamic hitting plan gets hitters ready for the season by dedicating specific weeks to timing and contact points, pitch recognition and off-speed hitting, effective velocity and hitting extremes in velocity, pre-game and in-game approach, and situational hitting. All devised to help you prepare your hitters for the season like no other video series before. To aid you in getting the most out of your practice time, we've added fully customized weekly practice plans in digital and PDF form. So as a coach of a team, you have to ask yourself the question, what is the plan you have in place to make your hitters better? If the answer to that is taking swings in a cage for an hour without purpose, you don't have the right answer.
Having a phased approach in a coach's hand gives him the tools that he needs to take his team to the next level. Having a plan every day creates better practices, creates a structured environment.
So now what I think with hitting coaches that are working with their teams during the season, no longer you just have to get into a cage and hit to hit. There's a purpose with every phase we're doing in this plan. There's a purpose with every drill we're doing in this plan. And for coaches that have been hiring outside instructors to work with their teams for $1,000 or $1,500 for an off season, now you have this plan at your fingertips where you have the correct information, it's easy to understand, and it's easy for coaches to follow through and make their players better. And the results of the hitters came out of the gate to start their high school seasons was amazing. I mean, every one of these guys was emailing or calling me with PlayStation type stats that were really through the roof. In fact, we had a tournament just recently where we had a 15-year-old kid hitting with wood in big league spring training complexes. They hit 3 balls in 2 days, 390 feet in games with wood, 15 years old. That just doesn't happen. What the sequential hitting program allows hitters to do is build the most efficient swing for their body. All players tell me they want to have more power. Of course, they want to hit with a higher batting average. But the way you achieve that is developing the best swing for you. And there is a high-level swing within every hitter if you can teach them the proper sequence.
Get the 12-week sequential hitting plan now.